back, everybody. This is a video the day after Christmas, so belated Merry Christmas.
Hopefully you got what you wanted from Santa, not Cole.
So today we got a twofer. My Belgium ale ran out, so I had to put one of my ciders in the keg, so we'll see how this is. So why don't you go ahead and start with yours?
Sure. So on our left here we have my cider. Basically made it out of apple juice and added some sugar. It clocked in at about 7%. And then I back sweetened it with a little bit of cherry. So it's an apple cherry cider.
Okay.
So that diluted it a little. So even though it was 7%, it's probably going to be like 6.5.
Right,
somewhere
a little bit. So it is very clear. I can see the bubbles coming up. So let's do yours.
Smells like cider.
Yep, smells like cider. Almost a wine. What yeast did you use?
Good question. I use a wine yeast actually, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some wine in there.
This has been sitting for 6 months.
Okay.
So it's been aging for quite a while. I made like 3 batches of this, and we finished the first one. We're into the second one. That third one's going to be crazy because it's like 9%, and it's been aging ever since. So, it is. If I had to adjust it, I'd probably back sweeten with a little more cherry because I'm not getting a lot of cherry.
Yeah, I'm not. If anything, for me, I'm not a big wine drinker. The wininess of it's overpowering.
Yeah. It would sweeten it up if I got that cherry back in there, which I can do because it's keg, so I can just open it up and add it in. And I've actually got a second concentrate to put in there. I started this 2 weeks ago, and I was like, man, I need it to be carved and ready, and I didn't want to overpower it with cherry, so I'll probably go back and adjust it.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm happy with the carbonation, though. You can see it's still bubbling.
Right.
Pretty good,
it's bubbling, and this is directly out of the keg. You brought your keg with you, so it's right off there. It's not from a wine bottle or anything like that. So pretty good. Okay.
Now yours. Tell us about yours.
So I did a making of this. This is just 5 gallons unpasteurized cider that I put a 1 pound of brown sugar on.
Okay.
It was, and of course I don't have it written down. I think it was, I had to go with the LV 118 or whatever that stuff is. I'll put it in the video. I think it was almost wine yeast also.
Yeah.
Because Bell's didn't have the English cider yeast. They were all out. So, so this was made on 10/9.
Okay.
So it's been since then. Here's the weird part. I moved it to secondary, and it was 6 bricks.
Okay.
It started out at 14 bricks, or 1057.
Okay.
Okay? When I put it in the keg last Saturday morning, so 1 week ago, it was 10 bricks.
So it was still fermenting a little bit.
It went up. It should have dropped down. I started out at 14.
Yeah.
When I moved it to secondary on 1024, it was at 6.
And then it went back up.
Then it went back up to 10.
Did you add anything back in?
No. Just transferred it to secondary. Okay? After I put 3 cans of concentrate, just apple juice concentrate on it. And that took it up to 12.
Okay.
So technically, if we look at that, it's a 4.5%.
Which is right around what it should be.
Yep. So, but I did not put any clearing agents in it. Like, it's clear, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Yours is definitely stronger.
You know what, though? I can tell a difference between...
I can tell a big difference.
Between using fresh apple versus just the apple juice.
Out of the store, yeah.
They both actually... I like them both.
Yeah, they're both totally different.
Yeah. This is good if you can get your hands on an orchard press, unless you're going to do it yourself, which I don't recommend. That's a lot of work. This is good if you need something cheap and quick and delicious. I mean, it works that way too. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a good one, actually. A little more carbonation. It should be pretty good. I can tell it's starting to kind of get a little more carbonated because I see the little bubbles still, but they're not foaming up.
And I didn't, up it to 30 psi or 40 psi. I just put it in there, so it's only been at 10 psi. I didn't shake it, nothing. I just
one more week.
Yeah, I just threw it in there. My goal was to put the clarifying agents in it to see what it did, because obviously you can tell, though they're totally different. But I don't know if this is still going to be more yellow, even if I would have clarified it, than yours, because yours is
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird because when it fermented, it looked darker than that. I mean, you couldn't see through it. And then it finally, it took it about maybe 4 months. It took 4 months to get to this. And then I knew, it's time. So that's why I make, 15 gallons of it and just set it and forget it.
Yeah, because we're only talking, mine's been sitting for 2 months.
Right.
So.
They're both good. I'd drink them both. I do want to do yours, though, with next year when the orchards offer some cheap juice.
Yep. And actually, we will have one more because our beer club had a orchard that allowed us to go there and get it. But when I went there to get mine, the water main broke, so all they had was the pasteurized stuff. And I want to say he said the stuff I got was 19 bricks. So it should be higher, but it's pasteurized. So we'll see what the difference in taste is versus that.
Well, and when you said mine tastes more winey, I can see that. It's more like a white wine kind of taste to it,
Right.
It's not up to what a white wine would be in alcohol, but if I didn't back sweeten like my other one, if I leave that, and don't carbonate it, it probably would be an apple wine is what it would qualify as. So, no, I can definitely see that. It will be interesting to see next year when we get different varieties of apples, and do a tasting of each.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what our local brewing place allows us to do, or the orchard that we're going through. They have, I think, 12 different varieties, and you can mix and match or just go straight for one kind.
I want to try that Honeycrisp.
So, well, good beers. Hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully no one has a hangover today. So.
Yeah.
Dealing with the family.
Yep. But until next time, I'm Brad.
And I'm Steve.
Happy brewing.